Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's, and today I've made green beans and bacon. It's a really easy side dish to make, and if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Okay, what you need is a couple cans of green beans. You can use the cut, you can use the French style, whatever you have on hand. You need about a half a cup of onion diced, 1 or 2 cloves of garlic minced, a half a stick of butter, some olive oil, and 6 to 8 slices of bacon. I'm going to be crumbling this up. This is just leftover from breakfast this morning. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the onions, cut up the garlic, melt the butter, and add olive oil enough to coat the veggies so that I can saute them until they get tender and translucent. And I'll be back. Okay, I've got the butter and the olive oil melting. And that was half an onion that I diced up. And 2 cloves of minced garlic. And I'm going to turn this heat down so that it sautés slowly. Because the one thing I cannot stand is the taste of burnt butter. So we'll be back after these have cooked and they're nice and translucent. Put a lid on there so that we can keep the flame very low. And we'll be back. Okay, while the onions and garlic are simmering, I'm just going to crumble up the bacon. If you're making this bacon just for this side dish, you just cook it and like you normally would and drain off the fat, and then you'll crumble it then. This, like I said, was left over from breakfast, so I have bunches. And since it is left over from breakfast, I don't have to wait for it to cool down. Okay, I'm going to finish that, and I'm going to open and drain the green beans, and we'll be back after the onions and garlic are done. Well, they're getting there. They're almost ready. For those that are new to my channel, when I cook with onions, I always have a candle burning. It tends to absorb the smell of the onions in the house, and that way they're not so overpowering. Yeah, these have been cooking for, I don't know, maybe 7 minutes, and they're pretty translucent by now. So I'm going to add the green beans. Give them a nice good stir and get that butter and the olive oil all through it. Mix the onions in there. Okay. Now I'm going to add the bacon. And even though this is pre-cooked and drained, I'm going to let this simmer just a little bit, maybe 2 minutes, just for the bacon flavor to get into the green beans. And we'll be back. Okay, they're all done. And I'm going to put a little bit in a bowl for me. And of course, we'll have the rest of this with supper. But as soon as this cools down, I'm going to give it a taste. Okay, it's cooled down enough to give it a taste. I did add a little bit of salt. Not too much, because I like the idea of people being able to add their own salt, and there is hidden salt in anything that's canned. So, give this a try. Nice onions, bacon. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Oh, that is so good. And bacon really sets these green beans off. The onions aren't too overpowering. You can barely taste the garlic. And this is a really, really nice side dish. And it's something that's a little bit different. It's not the usual green bean side dish. So, if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy creating, everyone. Oh yeah, that's good.